got any Marvel fans out here? Yeah. You fuck with Marvel? Yeah, I fuck with Marvel too, man. Anybody? Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? Spider-Man. Spider-Man, huh? Yeah. I like Spider-Man too, man. Spider-Man is cool. Spider-Man, he's like he's like the most famous spider bachelor. You know what I mean? Right? You know what I mean? Is there any other famous spider bachelors? You know, like just me, just as a guy, right? And anybody else who can relate. There's nothing better than getting in between a pair of legs. You know what I mean? Nothing better than getting in between a pair of legs. Can you imagine if you had the opportunity to fuck a spider? That's 4 pairs of legs that you get in between. You know what I mean? That shit is fucking fantastic. You know what I mean? It's incredible. I can't imagine how good Spadussy would feel. Spadussy. You know what I mean? God damn. Sorry, I got sidetracked. We were talking about Peter Parker, right? But yeah, man. So, you know, actually, we'll continue with that. I just think about that, right? Can you imagine, like, if you're a spider, you're a bachelor spider, right? And I don't know how you meet. You know, like you could be looking for a black widow or a white widow. It doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? But you know, you go on a spider date. You know what I mean? A spider date. And you invite this black widow over, and you cleaned up your place, you spun a beautiful web, you know what I mean? And she comes over, you know, you're like, hey, you know, I got this web, why don't you come on over? And then, as she comes over, somebody goes behind the couch and they're looking for the remote or something, and they're just... So now you're a homeless spider. The white widow or black widow is not going to fuck you. No Spadussy for you. That's what it turns out to be. No Spadussy. But Peter Parker, right? Famous spider bachelor. He's also my favorite, right? I also love, you know, like Batman and like all these other characters, you know. And then as I got older, I realized like some of this shit is just, you know, it's not as cool as I thought it was, right? Like for instance, Batman, he just goes around and he beats up poor people. He doesn't really do shit, you know what I mean? Gotham is fucked up, ain't no jobs, you know what I mean? You're like, man, can I get a job? The Joker's like, man, come on, man, let's go rob this bank. And then here comes Batman, just kicking the shit out of you because you ain't got no job. You know what I mean? It's fucked up. Back to Spider-Man. But think about Spider-Man. What if Spider-Man got bit? You know, I'm sure you all know the story of Spider-Man, right? He got bit by a radioactive spider, right? And then he got spider powers, right? Spider powers. And really, what the fuck are spider powers? You know what I mean? Like, you know, like I feel like if you have the power to scare like a 6-year-old or something, you know what I mean? I feel like you're a Spider-Man and you have spider powers. Your arch nemesis is just like a rolled up magazine or something. Just, you know what I mean? Like that's it. Yeah, man, Spider-Man. What if Spider-Man, what's your name, brother? Oh, I'm sorry? Hayden, yes. Hayden, what do you think? What if Spider-Man got bit by like a different type of spider? You know what I mean? Like what if Spider-Man got bit by like a daddy long legs? And he just got really tall. You know what I mean? He'd be in the NBA. That would be a special power. He'd be shooting free throws or something. You know what I mean? Or what if Spider-Man, what if he got bit by something different entirely? Like what if Spider-Man got bit by like, I don't know, what if he got bit by like a lightning bug, you know? Then he wouldn't be a superhero at all. You know, he would just be going around flashing people. Spider-Man would have to stay 600 feet from a school or whatever the fuck it is, right? Or what if Spider-Man got bit by, what if he got bit by a beetle, you know? What if Spider-Man got bit by a beetle and then his special power is he would just make music that white people would love. Generation after generation after generation, you know?